Long before satellites mapped the heavens, before telescopes pierced the dark, humanity looked up and saw a clock. Not a clock of hours or days, a clock of ages. The ancients believed the sky was alive with patterns. The 12 constellations we now call the zodiac were not merely symbols of personality. They were markers in a vast celestial cycle. To civilizations separated by oceans and centuries, the slow drift of the stars meant one thing. The world does not simply move forward, it resets. In the temples of ancient Egypt, priests aligned their pyramids with Orion and Sirius. In Mesopotamia, astronomer scribes etched star charts into clay tablets. High in the mountains of Mesoamerica, skywatchers tracked Venus and the turning heavens with astonishing precision. They all noticed the same strange phenomenon. The stars were shifting, not nightly, not yearly, but over centuries. This motion, what modern astronomy calls the precession of the equinoxes, causes the sun to rise in a different zodiac constellation, roughly every 2,160 years. Each of these periods became known as an astrological age: the age of Taurus, the age of Aries, the age of Pisces, and now, some believe, the age of Aquarius. But to the ancients, this was more than symbolism. It was warning, because they believed that when the heavens shifted from one age to the next, Earth followed. Consider one of the most famous cataclysms in human memory, the Great Flood. In the book of Genesis, Noah is warned of a coming deluge that will cleanse the earth. He builds an ark, the rains fall, the world is reborn. But flood myths are not unique to the Hebrew Bible. The Epic of Gilgamesh tells of a similar disaster. Ancient Greek legends speak of Deucalion. Hindu texts describe cyclical destructions. Civilizations across the globe preserved memory of a great inundation. Why? Some researchers propose that these stories may echo the end of the last ice age, when rising seas swallowed coastlines and reshaped civilizations. But the mystics offer a different explanation. They point to the sky. Around the traditionally estimated period of Noah's flood, often placed in the late age of Gemini, transitioning into the age of Taurus, the heavens were undergoing a subtle but significant shift. The vernal equinox was drifting. The celestial backdrop of the sun was changing. To ancient astrologer priests, this was no coincidence. When the sun entered a new age, they believed the governing spiritual force over humanity changed as well. Each age carried its own element, temperament, and destiny, and the transition between ages, that was the danger zone, a cosmic threshold. If the age of Taurus emphasized earth and fertility, then the chaotic waters that marked its arrival could symbolize a violent cleansing before stability. The flood becomes not random disaster, but celestial consequence, a reset written in the stars. Imagine standing thousands of years ago without modern science, watching the sky night after night. You notice that the rising point of certain constellations is no longer where your ancestors recorded it. The shift is tiny, but undeniable. You consult older tablets. The pattern confirms it. The age is ending. If previous transitions brought fire, famine, flood, what would this one bring? The zodiac was more than mythic imagery. It was a predictive framework, a celestial calendar spanning nearly 26,000 years, the Great Year. When one full cycle completed, the heavens returned to their starting point, and the world, perhaps, to another reckoning. To those ancient watchers, history was not linear. It was cyclical. Creation, growth, collapse, renewal, over and over again. Now, consider our own time. Many believe we are leaving the age of Pisces associated with water, faith, and sacrifice, and entering the age of Aquarius, often linked to air, technology, and collective awakening. Interestingly, our era has seen rising seas, climate instability, technological revolutions, and global transformation at unprecedented scale. Coincidence? Or another turning of the wheel? The ancients would tell us to look up, because for them, the stars were not passive lights. They were markers of destiny. When the zodiac shifted, civilizations trembled. When the age changed, the earth responded. And somewhere, carved into forgotten stone or hidden beneath desert sands, there may still lie records of how the next shift unfolds, not as superstition, but as pattern. A pattern written across millennia, a warning encoded in the slow dance of the heavens. The question is not whether the stars are moving. They always are. The question is, when the next age fully dawns, will we be ready?